For many of us, Summit County is a special place. The thin air of the mountains, amazing sunrises and sunsets, powder days, crisp summer mornings, and literal mountaintop experiences have inspired and nourished people's souls for years. Like Summit County, Lord of the Mountains is also a special place. A place where many find welcome in the Christian community where they once may have heard words of judgment and shame. It's also a place, or really, it's a community, if we're honest. It doesn't need to be just here in the sanctuary or in this building, that exists almost entirely because of love. A community in which people fully experience the love of God, love of and for our neighbors, each other, and ourselves. Some of you are making more love than others. We asked people to tell us how being part of Lord of the Mountains has shaped them, what impact it has had on their lives. And these are some of their stories.
Hello, my name is Anita Wilkie, and I started attending Lord of the Mountains in the fall of 2023, and then became a member in January of 2024. The biggest impact for me from Lord of the Mountains is just the reminder that my church family is the most important aspect of my life. For me, it's not a problem to drive 40 miles, sometimes on really icy or snowy roads. Lord of the Mountains has amazing members who have made me feel very inclusive and welcomed. I've been able to participate in various different things. I love our involvement. I love the example set by other members of our community involvement. And I love the fellowship, the dinners or brunches after church that sometimes last up to 3 hours because people talk so much. So I love Lord of the Mountains and look forward to many more years with Lord of the Mountains.
Although I am no longer able to attend LOTM, the church had a large influence on my life. Pastor Joe Holub taught me that the teachings of Christ provided essential guidance in how we interact with others. Jim and Lorraine Weiberg brought me understanding of the value of belonging to a community. Then choir director Lynn Rhodes brought singing and piano into my life after 60 years of neglect of music. Being a member of LOTM was the most important experience of my life. Peggy Neville.
Hi, I'm Dave, as many of you know. Thank you for the opportunity to join you all at Lord of the Mountains. It means the world to me. I came in 6 years ago, understanding nothing of Christian faith, having never really been to church ever, having no Bible study. And I came to this community in the mountains knowing no one. And you have taken me in, and I greatly appreciate it. So my story is one of I came not to scoff, but I certainly stayed to pray. And it is because of you that I have enjoyed a fabulous 6 years, and I am truly grateful to all of you. So thank you for letting me be part of your community.
One big impact LOTM has had on my life is that the Christian faith has meaning only when one recognizes that no one person has all the correct theological answers. LOTM is tolerant of many viewpoints. After all, as individuals, we can and do change over a lifetime. So extend that to others. Not all churches are so tolerant. And LOTM has taught me that love is the basis of our faith, as shown through the example of Jesus. Brian Hanley.
Hello, we are Doug and Darlene Machette. Lord of the Mountains is a very welcoming congregation leading to lifelong friendships. It has afforded many opportunities for personal Christian growth through worship services, educations, and opportunities through church service and community service. I'm particularly proud of the particular outreach ministries which Lord of the Mountains has founded, including helping to combat hunger, financial distress, and homelessness. Darlene?
Yes. Doug, you said it so well. I couldn't agree with you more. We love being part of Lord of the Mountains and have done so for the past 16 years. I loved serving as a full-time pastor in Rochester, New York, but amazingly, when we came to Lord of the Mountains, this wonderful church gave me the privilege of serving another 10 years on a part-time basis, first as your director of Christian education, and then as discipleship coordinator. This church, like Doug said, is welcoming, accepting, loving. I'm most grateful, among many things, I think, for the fact that we offer weddings and blessings to people of various sexual orientations. God bless you, Lord of the Mountains. We love you and pray God's blessing on all of us as we continue to serve into the future.
I've been attending Lord of the Mountains for over 40 years. When I first came, the people were so welcoming, and I knew this is where I needed to be. Pastor Rich baptized me in 1985, and then I became an active member. I began teaching Sunday school, and it ended up that I learned more from all the wonderful children. All the different pastors were unique and special in their own way, each showing me how to be a God-loving person. I believe LOTM is my extended family. I need to come every week to be rejuvenated, especially during the busy times of the year. I'm still being impacted and learning every day of the year. Thank you, LOTM. Peace and blessings, Cindy Massaro. What being involved with LOTM has taught me. This is a work in progress. However, LOTM's mission statement has been extremely impactful to me. I make a conscious, not always successful effort to be less judgmental and more accepting. I'm also endeavoring to, via the Bible, really study Christ's teachings. Holly Holden.
I thank God for 50 years of grace through Lord of the Mountains congregation. I thank God that I have been able to be part of this church at two pivotal times in my life and the way God has nurtured me through this community. The first time was when I moved out to Summit County in 1993 as a teenager. My dad, stepmom, and I had different beliefs and questions and things we were looking for in a church. And after trying all of the different churches in the area, we settled on Lord of the Mountains. It fed each of us with our different beliefs from each other and from our neighbor. We felt accepted there. And again, decades later, what a joy to be part of this congregation for the last 7 years. Thank you for challenging me, for nurturing me, for strengthening my faith, and providing a community of fellow believers and questioners and seekers for me to grow with. I appreciate you. I praise God for this congregation.
LOTM has had a huge impact on our lives. It has redefined our concept of community to extend beyond our already active mountain church to the globe, particularly Cambodia. Along with our Siem Reap Cambodian manager, we have been raising funds locally for clean, safe water wells since 2009. These wells are drilled in the yards of Cambodian families and are often shared with their neighbors. Shortly after we joined LOTM, the Second Sunday Offering Committee approached us with the idea of including our project, Water Wells for Rural Cambodians, 1 month a year. Our month is November and gives us the opportunity to tell the story of these subsistence families in northwest Cambodia. The LOTM congregation has responded with love and generosity. On average, $3,000 is contributed for wells. LOTM has provided over 45 wells, which provides a basic human need, water. Our project overall has provided over 600 wells. The Cambodian families are thankful for the access to water, and we are blessed to have the LOTM community supporting this project. Thank God, from whom all blessings flow. Karen and Ben Little. These are just some of the stories in our community. There are also the stories of those who frequent our day services program and are grateful for the love that is shown in a hot shower, a hot meal, a place to rest, and to do their laundry. Additionally, there are the stories of our Muslim, Jewish, and Unitarian Universalist siblings who can tell about having a place to gather for their own spiritual community throughout the years. Or the ways that AA and Al-Anon have a safe place to be in recovery or with other family members of those who are in recovery together. Or the stories of the various organizations and ministries that Lord of the Mountains has supported via the second offering Sunday each month. Perhaps you have your own stories, the ways that Lord of the Mountains has played a part in shaping your life and who you are. These stories have been made possible in large part to the various gifts made to the congregation over the years, both in time and energy, but also especially financially. Annual gifts that have supported our day-to-day ministry, as well as larger gifts that have funded a new ministry, have helped purchase a new musical instrument or new AV equipment, or have been used to upgrade our facility. Thank you for all of the gifts that you have already given. They've had a large impact not only on your life, but on the lives of many others in Summit County and the rest of the world. Perhaps now you may consider making an additional gift to our Legacy Gift Fund which may provide for greater impact in the years to come. We are grateful for 50 years of ministry here at Lord of the Mountains, for all the ways that it has had an impact on people's lives and for the ways that they have heard that they are loved, that you are loved no matter what, and the ways that that love continues to shape our world. We ask that you maybe consider how you might support the next 50 years of ministry here in Summit County.